Hey guys, welcome to another one of my Watcher of Realms videos. Um, Today I'm going to actually be doing guild raid again. I know I had a previous guild raid video attacking the dragon here, but that one was for Hex. Hex is still in my team, but I did pull a Zilitu, a new Zilitu, new unit, which is really exciting. And the Zilitu, as well as some like gear swapping, has greatly improved my Nightmare 3 and Nightmare 4 guild boss attacks. In this video I'm just going to be going over a recording of me attacking the Nightmare 3 boss. I just wanted to make sure I focus and talk through things and not get distracted to talk while dropping my units and using the ults and stuff. So that's why I'm kind of doing like this voiceover instead. And I think unfortunately the audio wasn't captured when I recorded this, so you're just gonna have to maybe bear with my voice. Maybe I'll add a little bit of a soft background music or something for you guys. But without further ado, let's get started. So here, just to take a pause here to look at my units. This is actually the team that I use. At the top you see I have Lunaria just for the Lord buff. For Hex, I have a healer, Vortex. I also have Dolores, who was also in the previous banner. I have her A5, which is great. She's very, very important to increase your guild boss damage. I also have Setrum, who's also great at single target damage, great at bursting down that shield of the boss, of the dragon. And then on the bottom I have 4 Nightmare units with Zilitu. Torador is just there for the lore buff. I drop him a little bit for like a couple seconds in the beginning. I'll kind of explain that later to get that defense down that he provides on his auto attacks. I also use Abomination, Hatsu and Wrath, all 3 decent damage dealers. Wrath being probably the best one out of the 3 for guild boss. And then of course Zilitu at the end. Really hoping I can pull a Pyros or maybe even a Twin Fiend in the future for the Infernal Lord, but at the moment this is just kind of the best I can do for my setup. So yeah, let's just jump right into it. So I should start it up here. So yeah, the initial setup is actually quite important. I'll kind of explain later. I'll kind of try to pause here and there to kind of as I talk through it. 3 of my units are actually geared with Invigoration sets. It's the set that allows once the unit is dropped down, they get 10% attack buff as well as a random ally within their range. So you can see here, I have Dolores. I almost dropped Dolores first, which is probably a mistake because the buff isn't provided if there's no one else in the range when you're dropping it. So I actually dropped Wrath in melee range first, then Dolores. So now Wrath currently has the attack buff as well as Dolores, which is great for her. Her attack inspiration bonus and her healing are both based on her attack. And then next is Hex. Hex does not have it, but Lunaria actually has a three-piece set of Invigoration just to give one of my attackers the buff. Lunaria is actually not even attacking the boss, so I actually have her pointing right, so she makes sure that it doesn't, the attack buff is not dropped onto Dolores here. Then the last one is Zilitu. I actually have my Torador on triple HP percent, I believe. Also in Invigoration set. So I have him facing right. That way Zilitu is actually within the range of Torador's attack. So now, supposedly, I think I check in the middle of the run here. Zilitu, Wrath, Dolores, as well as Hex should all have a bonus, a 10% attack bonus. Doing this kind of trick with the Invigoration set, if you're able to farm it, actually boosts your damage a slight amount, which was able to help me push for the guild boss, honestly. So here I just drop down Setram, and I remove Lunaria and place Hatsid there. I put her on the top right corner here because if I want to use Hatsid's ult, that's actually one of the few corners or few platforms that allows the ult to actually hit. Before I was placing her kind of further away near the bottom right corner, maybe where Setram is, and her autos will hit, but her ult does not reach. So here's where I just let the boss get hit, get the debuff. You see at the top left, there's a defense down debuff from Torador. Torador really won't die. He also has 2 lives, so I really just place him there to give the debuff until I really need Vortex to come in and start healing. So Hatsid's ult comes up really quickly, so I just blast that. I also pop Zilitu and Hex's ults. And then also, so actually I pop the 2 DPS ults earlier because it actually lasts longer than Dolores ult. So using Dolores as soon as it's up will actually allow me to have the full attack buff duration. And then I just pop everything here. I'm kind of watching. This is where I check. I'm gonna scroll back a little bit. If you saw, I was clicking my units, my attackers, as well as Dolores to see, to double check to make sure they do have the attack buff. You see on the top left, there's a blue sword. That's Dolores' attack buff. Torador actually has it because he has the set, but he's being removed. Check while the boss is down, actually. So there, earlier you saw me take out Torador and put in the healer. That's because once the second or third meteorite hits, it's actually kind of hard for some of the squishier units to survive, such as Dolores and Hex, maybe even. So here, I already popped the shield instantly. You totally completely, you probably missed it. Maybe the first shield is the weakest one, and the second and third shield gets stronger over time. So here I think is where I'm checking. Yeah, so Wrath has the blue sword, Zilitu also has it, Hex also has it, Setram does not have it, but I do know Dolores has it because she actually has the set. So here I'm saving ult to make sure Zilitu and Hex's ults are up at least before I pop it, just to maximize the amount of attack bonus I'm getting. So I pop everything once it comes up. Shield gets instantly destroyed again, which is great. You'll notice that I'm constantly popping Hatsid's ult as soon as it's up, pretty much, unless Dolores' ult is gonna come up really soon. It's just because she attacks so quickly that it just comes up so fast, so it doesn't really matter. So here I wait. I'm waiting for the ults, I'm waiting for Zilitu. Here I don't think I'll be able to get pop Hatsu. I won't be able to get Hex ult up right when Dolores' ult starts. So there's some timing issue here maybe, because you'll see at the very end, I'm just trying to pop it as soon as possible. Near the end of the run, Hex actually doesn't get an ult one more time, whereas Zilitu and Setram can get maybe almost a full ult off with Dolores buff. Let's see, so I'm just healing with Vortex, popping Hatsu ult, I'm waiting here again, gotta wait the 60-70% to get to 100 for those first two DPS units. Dolores, I'm gonna pop as soon as I see these getting up soon. You see I'm running out of time with 20 seconds left. And then near the end here, I think Hex's ult just happens to come up, but it's already too late. Yeah, he doesn't get to use any of that. But that's pretty much my Nightmare 3 guild boss hit. So I'm doing 16k, 16.5k. This was actually improved quite a bit. I think just maybe 1 or 2 weeks ago I was at maybe 12k. Really getting close to that 20k blood limit where I can get the highest chest from guild boss every single day, which would be great. But just need to improve some gear. I'll kind of go look at my hero damage here. As you can see, Hex is a clear winner still here. He probably has like, honestly, he has broken set. I think most of them have broken sets, except for maybe Wrath and Cetrum. I think once I get solid sets on the first two attackers, we'll be doing a lot better. We'll probably even be hitting the 20k blood limit. So you can see, Torador is barely doing any damage. Abomination also 14, actually that's actually 14 mil. I didn't realize, but basically 14. So yeah, that's the run. I think my guildies haven't attacked yet, but that's kind of how much damage I can do right now. It's kind of my own guide from my own trial and errors. So I'm kind of going to go over the gear here, and then I have crit damage, attack, crit damage, broken on Hex with the Nether Messenger. I do need to upgrade these artifacts, I think that'll help a lot. I have Zilitu on the Valness gear, artifact I mean, 2 crit damage, 1 crit rate. She's actually on the single target damage, attack. I think that was the Night Terror set, I believe. Double check real quick. Crystal of Valness. Oh, actually increases damage by 25% after making crit hits, which is almost all the time because she has 96% crit rate. Going into Citrum, he has the Wisdom set, attack, crit damage. What was it? I think I went too quickly here. So attack, yeah, 2 attack I think. Yeah, double attack and a crit damage. A lot of people say that in Guild Boss, crit damage is actually a little more viable than attack. You don't need that much attack to overcome the boss's attack threshold or defense threshold, I guess. So going double crit damage and 1 attack piece is actually doable. I also have Nether Messenger on Citrum. For Hatsa, I have her on Indril's Gaze. I think this is just one of the better ones for her because I also use her in PvE content, like gear raids and stuff like that. Crit damage, attack. Also broken set. You'll notice a lot of broken sets here. I have Abomination on Glacier set. It's not a really good set. I just kind of threw whatever on him. It's an attack, crit damage, attack. What was the crit rate? Crit damage, attack. It doesn't really matter. He's not like a huge player in this battle. He is there to actually be the 4th unit for the full Infernal, the 35% attack speed that Infernals get. But yeah, crit damage, attack on Wrath, on the Infernal Roar set, which is really nice. That's actually the set I want my Zilitu to eventually be on when she gets there. And then Vortex is on HP, broken. Honestly, his gear can be a lot better. Just a healer artifact there. The Elysian Folios really doesn't matter too much. Just some random artifact. Olog's Wall on Torador. And this is where I'm talking about, where I have him on 3 HP pieces from Invigoration. As you can see here, when deployed, the hero and 1 random ally in range gains 10% attack. So that's actually really huge, considering DPS is what you need for Guild Boss. Then the last 2 units, the two support units as well. Dolores on triple attack, Invigoration set, same thing as the Invigoration set is all the same. And then the Ancestral's Teaching, it's maxed out. Best piece for her, best in slot for sure, because you gain 16% attack when there's an ally within 2 tiles. And then last but not least, just Lunaria for the Lord buff. Her artifact doesn't really matter, but you'll see here I have her on 3 unupgraded random gear that I just randomly put on her, but it is an Invigoration set pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching my video, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.